Why does Sunday night feel so heavy, even after a good week? You might have laughed, celebrated small wins, felt light. But then Sunday evening arrives, and with it, an emptiness that's hard to explain. It's not exactly sadness, it's more like an uneasy silence, a lump in your throat, as if something is missing, even when everything seems fine. That's the Sunday blues, a quiet melancholy that shows up uninvited, forcing you to face the feelings you've been pushing aside all week. And if you've ever felt this way, go ahead and hit like, because this video is for you. Sunday night has a strange power. It acts like a mirror. During the week, life is constant motion. Meetings, errands, quick conversations, endless notifications. That fast pace covers up a lot inside us. But on Sunday, the outside noise fades, streets get quieter, the routine slows down, and suddenly there's nothing left to distract your mind. In that silence, you start to see yourself more clearly. The exhaustion you pretended wasn't there, the questions you avoided, the emotions you buried, all of them grow louder when the world slows down. That's why Sunday feels so heavy. It's not just the end of a weekend, it's the reflection of everything you've been carrying. And when that reflection appears, it reveals not only who you are, but also the invisible weight you've been holding without even realizing it. When Sunday silence uncovers what's been buried, it's not just physical tiredness. There's an invisible weight we carry, built up piece by piece throughout the week. The unread messages, unfinished tasks, conversations we avoided, worries we masked with automatic smiles. Each small delay, each unprocessed emotion becomes a stone added to the backpack we drag around. During the weekday rush, we convince ourselves that backpack isn't there. But on Sunday, when everything slows down, its weight becomes undeniable. It's as if your body finally whispers, "You can't ignore this anymore." This weight isn't only about routine. It's also about how we were taught to handle it. And here we begin to see that Sunday blues can have roots that reach deeper than we thought. Sunday blues doesn't appear out of nowhere. It often has roots in how we grew up learning to deal with time and with ourselves. For some, rest was always confused with laziness. Growing up in homes where slowing down meant wasting time plants a silent guilt every time your body asks for pause. For others, free time was never peaceful. It was when hard questions crept in. What am I doing with my life? Am I good enough? Those early experiences shape how we face the present. Sunday becomes more than just the end of a weekend. It becomes a stage where old voices still echo. And the more we try to drown them out, the louder they get. This emotional inheritance explains why Sunday night feels so unsettling. But there's also another layer that makes the feeling even stronger, the fear of what's ahead. If Sunday echoes the past, it also projects the future. With every passing hour, Monday looms closer with its invisible checklist of deadlines, meetings, expectations, responsibilities. Just the thought of what's waiting is enough to trigger anxiety before the week even begins. Psychologists call this anticipatory anxiety, living today as if you're already trapped in tomorrow. And in that state, Sunday is no longer rest, it's a border. On one side, freedom and breath. On the other, duty and demand. That sharp contrast deepens the melancholy, giving Sunday its bittersweet taste, being here but already swallowed by what's coming. Yet this emptiness isn't just punishment. Maybe, in truth, it's an invitation to slow down and listen to what the silence is really trying to say. What if Sunday blues isn't an enemy, but an invitation? The emptiness that shows up when the noise stops might simply be asking to be heard. Instead of rushing to fill every minute with distractions, maybe the challenge is to just allow yourself to feel. Discomfort is often where healing begins. It's where we notice the wounds still open, the questions left unanswered, the dreams put on hold. Sunday silence can be fertile ground, a place to learn how to sit with yourself without fear. When we stop running, we realize melancholy has its own purpose, reminding us we're not machines. We need pause, meaning, care. Sunday doesn't have to be just the prelude to obligation. It can become a rehearsal for reconciliation with yourself. And that brings us to the real question. How do we turn this feeling into a source of relief instead of heaviness? If Sunday night has always felt like an enemy, maybe it's time to reinvent it. Instead of waiting for emptiness to take over, you can create small rituals that make the transition lighter. A cup of tea before bed, a short walk at sunset, journaling a few lines, or choosing music that quiets the mind. The point is to give both body and heart a symbolic closure, like finishing one chapter before starting another. It's not about erasing melancholy, but giving it a more human place. By ritualizing Sunday, you send yourself a message. My life isn't only duty, there's space for care. And when that care repeats week after week, Sunday slowly shifts its meaning. The blues don't disappear, but they become softer, transformed into a reminder that life is more than survival. It's also presence, rest, and renewal. Sunday night can feel heavy, but it can also become a space for care. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And if you've ever found yourself lying awake, staring at the ceiling, unable to turn your mind off, don't stop here. Watch the next video where I uncover the truths about late nights no one talks about.